I am Suzanne Castle. I'm the founder of the Brilliant Collab and the Sparkle Factor, and I'm just popping on here real quick because over the last 2 weeks, several of my clients have emailed me, have been finding me on social media, sending me little messages, and talking about how this virus has uncovered this kind of hole for them that they're doing some introspection, some thinking, and realizing that what they thought they were doing is really not what they should be doing. And so there's a whole lot of I would consider kind of dream dashing going on where we thought we were going to be in one place and now we're not. And having all this time to think, some of us are using that time to think deeply and honestly with ourselves, has put us in this place where we're not really sure that we're going after what we really want to go after. And so there were really 7 questions that we can ask ourselves to connect deeper to our dreams. So if you're in that space, if you're wondering, is this all that life is? If you are about to retire and you're not really sure what to do next, if you are kind of having a crisis of career, if you aren't really sure what's going next for you, if you're feeling like you're in a dead-end job, then I hope you'll take a few minutes and dive deep with me. And whether or not this is about work, this could be about going after big dreams in your own personal life with your family and loved ones. I think these will help you because these are the same 7 deep questions that I use often to make sure I'm grounded, that I'm connected to all that I am dreaming about and that I want to accomplish. So grab a cup of tea or coffee, get a notebook, get a pen, because we're going to go quickly through these deep questions. And I'm going to do a little mini coaching alongside that as well. So the first question that you really need to ask yourself as you're singing the wonderful song, what do you want? What do you really, really want, right? That's a really important question. So I like to write down, this is what I wish. And then I go, and what else? And what else? And what else? And keep making a list. Keep going down the list until you really get down deep. What do you really want? It might be a financial goal. It might be a way to show up in the world. It might be that you want to live in a certain place. Whatever it is, you need to get down to the nugget of that. That's the first question. Then the second question that comes with that then is, if there was a secret passion in your life, what would it be? What would it be? So a lot of people avoid this question because we are kind of tagged into whatever it is that we think we're supposed to do in the world. Last night, my daughter and I watched The Unicorn Store on Netflix. This is my little plug for that. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but there's a lot of meta narratives going on. But one of the big ones in there is this woman who decides to give up on her dream of being an artist in kind of unusual ways to kind of fit into this cog, this machine, this kind of corporate way of doing things. And when she tries to really be who she is, nobody really is biting. And so she thinks she has to be one thing to be relevant. So this is a really important thing to know about yourself, which is, what is your secret passion? What if money and time and location were of no object or consequence whatsoever, what would you really be doing? What would make you get up in the morning every day? The next question to ask yourself is, what are you avoiding? Now, it's time to be honest with yourself. Most of us are running away from something, right? So what would it be? What could it be? What are you avoiding so that you don't have to make a big decision about dreams? This is an important reality-based question, especially when we're doing dream casting and visioning, is to make sure that we're not avoiding something. Because by not going after our dreams, we are avoiding something. So, for example, a lot of us do avoidance techniques by binge watching TV rather than learning more about our dream. Or we avoid the big dream of getting fit and healthy so we can go climb a summit. And so to avoid that, we're like, oh, it's just easier for me to run through McDonald's. There is always something that we're running from that keeps us from our big dream. So it's important to note that, have it in front of you so that you can begin to take steps to get past that. The next question would be, what is missing? Now, this may not seem like a really important question, but it is. What do you yearn for? What is missing in your life? Think about it. Is it a person? Is it a place? Is it a source of income? Is it waking up happy every day? Is it feeling a sense of accomplishment? There is something missing in most of us. And getting down deep, doing the hard work to identify that deep down in your soul is really, really important and valuable work. And then once you've gotten there, the next questions might not take so much, but they're super hard questions. So the fifth question would be, what's your dream for this lifetime? Notice that you begin to uncover what you really want, what your passion are, what you're not doing, what you're avoiding, but what is your lifetime dream, right? You don't have to share it with the world just yet. You're just trying to uncover it in your own self, but what is your lifetime dream? Remember, money is no object. Your time, your energy is of no consequence. You have all the resources that you possibly need to make it come true. Then what would your lifetime dream be? What would you do? It's important to note that. I'm not saying we're going to chase after it just yet, but it's important to understand it. And then we want to ask ourselves, maybe I think the hardest question of all, which is, what are you not ready to change yet? What are you not ready to change yet? There's something about your life that is super comfortable and makes you feel okay, or that is giving you some mode of comfort. And so if you don't want to change certain aspects of your life, you might not be able to chase after a dream. So it's important to note that. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, right? That comfortability is not a bad thing. So what in your life are you not willing to change to go after your dream? Because once you have that down, then you can begin to structure how you might begin to chase after big, lifetime, amazing, hairy, astounding dreams, right? And then finally, your last question, I told you we were keeping this short today, is who? I know that sounds like a crazy question, but really, who will you have to become to have all that you want? Who? Who do you have to become? Do you need some education? Do you need a different job? Do you need to live in a different place? Do you need to become a different friend? Do you need to start volunteering somewhere? Who do you want to become? Who do you need to become to begin to chase after your dreams? You see, it's an important and valuable question. And so with all of that, I would say to you, choose one action after you've answered your 7 questions and just start chipping away. What you may find is you may uncover a different dream that you didn't realize once you begin to work through all of this. And it's really important to stay pondering, to stay dreaming, to stay settled, to stay in that wonderment mode, so that you can always access those deep questions, those soul questions that connect you to a larger life. My name is Suzanne Castle. Thanks for giving me just a few minutes. Chase after your dreams. They are so vitally important. Don't let the virus take them from you, okay? We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.